IMPD began issuing body-worn cameras to officers in 2020. Body-worn cameras are designed to increase transparency, ensure accountability, and enhance public trust by effectively using captured video. Additionally, the camera footage can be used to highlight the realities of police work used in administrative and criminal investigations and to improve training and policies. Body-worn cameras, while valuable tools, only capture a portion of an officer's field of view. In addition, the body-worn camera video clarity is limited when compared to the human eye. IMPD uses body-worn cameras that are designed to self-activate if certain standards are met. For example, a camera will activate when an officer arrives within 500 feet of a dispatch run, begins to run, or violently shakes during a physical altercation. The camera is in a horizontal position for an extended period of time if an officer activates emergency equipment within his or her patrol vehicle, or if an officer activates the camera by using a remote. The camera is attached to the officer's uniform mid-level in the chest area. The lens is fixed and does not capture everything that is seen and/or experienced by the officer. Once the body-worn camera is activated, it has a 30-second buffer during which both audio and video are recorded. This feature allows video to capture sudden incidents where either the body-worn camera self-activates or not. In July 2024, the IMPD began installing in-car camera systems across its fleet, with a total investment of 1,400 cameras to outfit 700 vehicles. The rollout prioritizes traffic and district patrol cars, which have the highest interaction rates with the community. Each marked police vehicle will be equipped with 2 cameras. The forward-facing camera is intended to capture a limited view through the front windshield, reflecting the officer's perspective. The interior back seat camera focuses on the back seat, recording the actions and behaviors of individuals in custody. Once the in-car video is activated, it has a 30-second buffer, during which the audio is not activated but the video is. The cameras are fixed and do not capture everything that is seen and/or experienced by the officer. This critical incident video details an officer-involved shooting that occurred on December 19, 2024 at approximately 2:10 p.m. Preliminary information is being presented in this video with the intention of increasing public understanding of what occurred. This investigation is still in its early stages. It may take a year or longer for the investigative process to be completed. Understanding of the incident may change as additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. Warning: the following video contains graphic images and language. It is not suitable for all viewers. Shortly after 2 p.m., IMPD officers responded to the 300 block of South Warman Avenue on a report of a person shot. Multiple 911 callers reported hearing gunfire, and one caller said that a person had been shot. Another caller said a man had fired a shot at a neighbor's home. The man was later identified as 40-year-old Orlin Antúnez. A security camera captured Mr. Antúnez walking through the neighborhood, waving around a gun. The first arriving officers located a woman in the backyard of a home in the 300 block of Warman Avenue who had been shot. As those officers tended to her welfare and safety, Officer Gillings and Tarpley arrived in the area to search for a suspect. As Officer Gillings and Tarpley neared Mr. Antúnez's location, he fired several shots in the direction of the officers' marked patrol vehicles.
The suspect, white male, red hat, green pants, was just putting a run. Again, was last seen northbound.
Please put the gun down! Put the gun down!
The following is a portion of the previous video, paused and highlighted. It shows Mr. Antúnez emerging from behind a parked car and firing several shots in the direction of the officers.
The suspect, white male, red hat, green pants, was just putting a run. Again, was last seen northbound.
After Mr. Antúnez fired in their direction, Officers Tarpley and Gillings exited their patrol vehicles and a short foot pursuit ensued. Mr. Antúnez stopped running at the side of a home. The officers gave Mr. Antúnez multiple commands to put the gun down and then saw that he was also holding a machete. The officers gave him additional commands to get on the ground. Mr. Antúnez was yelling incoherently and then charged at officers while holding the machete above his head in one hand and the firearm in another. Officers Tarpley and Gillings discharged their service weapons.
The suspect, white male, red hat, green pants, was just putting a run. Again, was last seen northbound. Shots fired, single line.
Please, put the gun down! Put the gun down! Please, put the gun down!
He's going to Warren. Back up.
Okay.
I think he's out on Warren.
Yep. Right side. This way. Please, get on the ground. Get on the ground. He has a machete. Please. Stop moving. Stop reaching. Stop reaching. Now.
He's down on the ground. We're in the back alley east of Warren and Bertha. All right.
The following is a portion of the previous video paused and highlighted. It shows Mr. Antúnez charging at the officers while holding the machete above his head in his right hand.
Please, get on the ground. Get on the ground. He has a machete. Please.
After both officers discharged their service weapons, Mr. Antúnez fell to the ground. Officers gave Mr. Antúnez commands to stop reaching, but he did not comply. He reached toward one of the weapons and Officer Gillings fired another round.
The suspect, white male, red hat, green pants, was just putting a run. Again, was
Shots fired. Hold traffic control.
shots fired, single line.
Hey, Pete, hold your hands up.
Please, put the gun down.
He's going to Warren. Back up. Let's get behind some cover, Tark. But this car. I think he's out on Warren. Tark, let's get this house right here.
I'm on Warren, that was a video one.
Right side. This way. Please, get on the ground. Get on
Let's
the
get him,
ground.
Tark.
Here's the
Tark.
machete.
Stop reaching.
Stop reaching.
Stop reaching.
Stop reaching. Now.
He's down on the ground. We're in the back alley east of Warren and Bertha. All right.
Back alley, east of Warren and Bertha.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up.
Spread them.
Additional officers arrived and provided medical aid. Indianapolis Emergency Medical Services transported Mr. Antúnez to the hospital, where he was later pronounced deceased. A machete and a handgun were recovered at the scene. At least one round fired by Mr. Antúnez struck a home in the neighborhood. The woman found in the backyard with gunshot wounds was transported to the hospital in stable condition. IMPD Victim Assistance was on the scene and provided services to the victims and their families. At least two other neighbors told investigators that Mr. Antúnez had pointed the gun in their direction. No officers or uninvolved community members were physically injured in this incident. The incident is being investigated by IMPD's Critical Incident Response Team. A separate and independent investigation will be conducted by IMPD's Internal Affairs Unit to ensure compliance with department policy. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office is being consulted throughout the investigative process. This incident will be reviewed by the Civilian Majority Use of Force Review Board. This occurs after the conclusion of the criminal process.